So everyone, we're back with more Syberia.
Oh man.
And she's excited because Oscar.
Oh yeah. Gotta love Oscar.
Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am awaiting your instructions.
We talked to him last time, didn't we?
Maybe?
Because I remember I wanted to show
Oscar?
you.
See you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
I wanted to show you that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've already talked to Oscar. We are at the next location. I don't know why I'm pointing at the camera because you can't see it because I don't do that stupid box thing. But we're at the station, so let's go inside.
Did we arrive in Germany?
Bergstad.
Germany.
Bergstad.
Yeah.
So we need to come out here so you can see where we are.
Germany.
In a train station. And our train's unwound, so broken down. So yeah, we just get to explore now. We're supposed to go that way, but the doors to go to the rest of the place are locked until we do some other stuff. So we get to just take in the sights and figure out what the hell is going on and why everything is full of birds and stuff.
Who is that man?
A man, not a robot.
That's an actual man. He's just chilling here.
Yeah. But we needed a hook.
Oh.
Or a hooker.
Hello.
That was stupid, I
You
know.
ride my train, I see.
Yes, I've come from Valladolid.
It's been a long time since I've seen a train here. Students, did you bring students with you?
No, I traveled alone. Well, almost alone.
I remember around the start of fall, trains would bring kids from all around the world here to study zoology and botany, paleontology.
So if you can't figure out what kind of place we're
This is
in,
a great university.
Oh.
And it isn't still great today, then?
Today,
let's talk to him about bird. Because that's the most different thing we've seen on here so far.
Yeah. This
All
bird.
these birds in a station. It's amazing.
this is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious University of Bergstadt Ornithological Collection. Over the years, this aviary has housed some of the most fantastic species from all over the world. And I am not exactly your typical station master either. This little one is my responsibility, and that is no easy task.
I can well believe you.
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecial harmony. And one day some explorer introduced a couple of cuckoos from the Amazon. Whoa!
It wasn't a good idea.
That Amazon, you're going to see it a
Nightmare.
lot.
You know, cuckoos.
Actually,
lay eggs in
there's
the
actually a
nest of
game
other
that came
species,
out,
right? Now, what's more, they
I think a
also
year or
push
two
the
before
host
this
eggs
game.
out of the nest so that they receive
That
all
is
the
about the
nutrients,
Amazon, which I
right?
guess is like...
The Amazon.
Well, no, I know that. I mean, it
I
ties
see what you
into
mean.
Oh, okay.
That's one tricky
at least this
bird.
level of the
And there
game.
was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You
Just
have
when you
an
thought it couldn't get
automaton
much
here?
weirder.
A
Yeah.
wonder of technology. It's an eagle that's mounted on rails in the air. It passes through and it swoops down to collect parasite eggs. But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. I fell off it several months back, and I still have a pain in my spine. Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
You poor soul. That must be very hard.
Worst thing is, cuckoo eggs piling up in the nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store, big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
The people in this... You're going to see a common thing with the people in this place. Now let's talk about train.
I'm sorry to junk up your station like this, but the spring mechanism on my train needs winding.
A spring-operated locomotive. Now, there's a thing.
Yeah, and an impractical thing, too.
Yeah, I always dreamed of taking the train, but now I'm over the hill. And someone has to take care of the birds, after all.
Alright.
I won't
Yeah,
disturb
true.
you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt, miss.
Every time you talk to him, he says, "Welcome to Bergstadt, miss," at the end.
Well, we're not from here, so I mean.
Well, in my case, when I first played through this, I took about 4 hours just fumbling around this place before I got anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I talked to him, "Thanks for coming to Bergstadt," thank him, and welcome to Bergstadt. So we get to go back this way towards our train. Because, we're like a cuckoo.
Did you know that most birds have a defense mechanism against cuckoos?
Not these birds.
Well,
They have a
no,
giant eagle for
because-
that.
Well, right, because they're from different places where cuckoos aren't native.
And there's that university we can't get to because the doors over there are locked.
Is it still operating?
Oh yeah, the doors are just locked to get out of the station. Which is obviously not to keep the birds in because of...
Yeah.
They never tells you what this is. I can only assume this is either more parts of the university that is decayed, or it's like dormitories that have decayed, or I don't know what it is, but
Obviously, it's...
That thing looks
Decayed.
like the winding machine I used in the Valladolid station. I've got to find a way of getting the train up here.
that's all we had to do was do that, and we'll go down there definitely, obviously later in the game. But yeah, this place is trash. I'd love to know what happened back there, but I haven't been able to find anything about it. But yeah, obviously the doors aren't going to keep the birds from getting out.
No.
I think...
Kate Walker!
Yep.
Kate Walker! Come over here, please! I have something to say to you!
And of course he goes back inside the train because it's too humid for him. Which, if I didn't click on that last time around, it's too humid for him out here. That's why he won't leave the train, because he might rust and be unable to move.
That definitely wouldn't be good since he's the only help that we have.
Yeah.
Yes, Oscar, what is it?
A message has arrived for you.
A message?
You have been summoned to see the rectors. They are the highest authority at the university. They want to talk to you.
Talk to me?
Yes, to the person responsible for the train.
So, I'm in charge now, sure, okay. But why would these gentlemen want to see me at all?
They do not say why, just that it's very important.
Okay, that was useless. Except for now the doors are open.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if I can do something because we need it later. See if we can go ahead and take this now.
I don't need that for the time being.
No, I can't. Great. Hint, we will need that later.
I wonder what for.
I'll go ahead and show this off. There's one part where we're going to need some stuff that we'll get to later in this episode, potentially. But the giant eagle is up this thing here, and as you can't tell from the way he was talking about it, yeah, we kind of need it.
Yeah.
It's kind of important.
Cuckoos are a little bit of a problem. Oh, hell no.
I like her reaction to,
Yeah, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be running towards the train. I wouldn't go over there anymore. Never.
No, we get to go back over there when we get rid of the birds, who look like they're already half cooked.
Yeah.
2002, what are you going to do? Also, as a side note from the last time we played this game, I have finally beaten this game, so... She still hasn't seen the ending, which is going to be fun.
Really, I haven't seen anything.
She's only seen as much as y'all have seen, all four of you. But yeah, we get to go inside and see this...
Grand University?
Yeah, that as far as I can tell from exploring, it only has one lecture hall.
Grand.
From what you've probably saw from the other stuff, I'm sure you can imagine why the Vorarlberg guy came here. So, naturally, since you can go here, you'd want to go over here, right?
Yeah.
Then you go around it, and then you look at it,
This thing's jammed.
and you can't use it, because
Golden eggs.
I'm sure you can tell you probably have to balance the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I wonder where you would get eggs from.
But the hook doesn't work, so yeah, you need eggs. You talk to this fellow, though. I can't figure out, although sometimes you can run, sometimes you can't. I can't figure out how it decides when you can and can't run.
Game logic.
Hello.
Hey, baby, you party? You sure looking mighty fine. Love those big round eyes.
Just who do you think you are?
Hey, spunky. I'd like that in a lady. Okay, I'm hooked. Come on, Zol. I'll let you buy me that coffee.
I don't remember ever asking.
Hey, don't play hard to get. I know you like it big time.
What?
Listen, kid. Go back home and play with your toy cars and forget you ever saw me.
Prestigious.
Very prestigious. Y'all get to wear the stupid little uniforms, too. Like, this place does look pretty big, but there's, like, nothing in here except for, like, 3 rooms. So, the rectors are down this way.
I wonder what this university specializes in.
No, it's not like the station master just told us. This is not the rectors, but there's something we need in here. It's the library. Natura non facet salt us.
Natura non facit. I forget what the. So
Salt,
fuck off.
Salt us.
Sure.
It's easy to mess with her because she likes Latin and crap.
I know Latin and crap.
And likes it. Ah, that looks like the book.
It's a little out of place.
It's got a little
Aww.
mammoth bookmark. And talks about the Amber Zone and this cola stuff
A
and
mushroom.
people and they're scantily clad. I think that's everything in this one. I think goes in our inventory, yep.
Something about the mushroom secreting.
Oh, the mushroom, what it does is people use it when they go hunting because it makes their eyesight better, which isn't much now, but it's something we need for later on,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but it's relevant. And there we go, that makes this book appear.
Oh, tiny book.
It was, and another one of those in it. And it talks about the cuckoos. And how there is a berry that makes them drunk, that the Forest Sauvignon, which successfully cultivation of this plant is part of Bergstad University, but botany collection, so. That's how you get the birds drunk, so they will get out of the way of the ladder. Also, from behind, these people kind of look like they should be in Half-Life 2 or something. It's like people in that compound place or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. I know, I don't know what the place in Half-Life 2 is called. I don't care. I only played it a couple times. But mainly don't care. Now we can go see the rectors.
I'm pretty sure those people got their Latin wrong.
Probably, but I mean, it's 2002. What do you want?
Well, considering that the language has been around for a decent amount of time.
It's essentially a 2002 budget
Good
title.
day
What do
to
you
you,
want?
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Tell me, young lady, to what do we owe this pleasure? Please do be brief. We do not have very much time on our hands.
As
Those look like the
rectors
Pet
of this
Boys.
university, we have serious matters to attend to, and our time is precious.
I have heard you wish to meet the owner of the train that is currently in your station. May I know the reason for your summons?
We are surprised that your train has not yet left, miss. The situation is most regrettable.
The rules do clearly state that trains are meant to come and go and not remain stationary at a platform.
Trains should first
Therefore-
stop, then subsequently leave. That is the rule.
Oh, I was saying, if you didn't say
We
stop,
agree
and they
then,
just
dear
drive through,
colleagues,
throw the
that
kids
what
out
we're
and go.
dealing with is deviant behavior.
This matter really is cause for concern.
It's a clockwork train, you see? So it needs winding up again. Unfortunately, there is no equipment in the station to do this.
A clockwork train? That's strange.
How very quaint. You mean it's some sort of mechanical toy?
You are causing a hindrance to us, miss.
I am
'Cause, yeah,
very
they're so
hopeful
busy.
that I will
Yeah.
find what I need along the wall.
The
wall?
Miss, that really is not a suitable
The wall's a
place
big
for you
wall.
to go.
Especially for a young lady.
You see, miss, we freely admit that every day we praise the existence
And
of
the
that
wall is,
particular
from what I understand,
edifice.
basically built to keep
We
the
owe
Soviets
the
out.
integrity of our
Oh.
dear university and the fine education it provides to the wall.
It protects us from harm and invasion from the unknown.
May God protect us from what is beyond those ramparts, miss. Please believe me.
I don't have any choice. I must continue my journey.
Such a decision is a correct one since it's in line with regulations.
Thus, your train will
These people in this
indeed be
game
able to
love
leave.
regulations.
And consequently cease to
Oscar
obstruct
likes
our
regulations, they
station.
like regulations. Let's talk about Hans.
Sauvignon.
Does
Hans.
the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you by chance?
Ah, one of the brightest, most idealistic intellects to have graced our university. Hans Vorarlberg. I remember speaking to him once. I was still a student at the time. He just
You can't
stared
really
at
tell
me,
too
lost
well
in
which one's
thought for a
talking.
while. He
Yeah.
scarcely ever said a word. But how can one forget him?
Idealistic? I'll grant you that. But bright? Oh, don't go too far. He was completely incapable of passing any exams. All he ever did was to sit in on lessons, and not many of them either. Paleontology, mainly. He had an unhealthy passion for mammoths, which matched the state of his intellect perfectly. That is to say, prehistoric.
Prehistoric? How dare you? A little far-fetched, maybe. But he did have flashes of intellectual brilliance, comprehensible only to high-minded scholars who hold no score by appearances. My dear colleague, your hasty conclusions are somewhat cavalier.
My assessment is wholly accurate. The boy
I like
was
their
a little
arguing.
odd. You must concur if my father, who was rector of the university at the time, had not shown great indulgence towards him. Hans Vorarlberg would have never attended this establishment.
What about the bandstand, then? Is that the work of a deranged mind? Even after all these years, you are still jealous of it.
My dear colleagues, I beseech you, let's show some decorum. We have a
Beseech,
visitor.
that's the words you don't hear very often.
What do you want with Hans
Is it?
Vorarlberg, miss? Are you a member of his
Video
family?
games.
No, no,
You consider
not
how
at
many
all.
of them are just
I'm looking
Call
for
of Duty
him to
games.
clear up
True.
an inheritance matter. Is he still here?
What? Here? At the university? No, not at all. He left a long time ago. Yes, a very long time ago. The very year I was nominated to this position, in fact. Almost 50 years ago already.
The
Oh,
poor
ain't you
soul
old?
moved on
Damn.
once he learned all he needed to know about mammoths.
Ah, this establishment was never quite the same after his departure, it must be said.
You mean to say it was never as bad? All that oddball brought to this university was his misplaced fantasies.
Gentlemen, gentlemen, let's try to retain the calm and level-headedness that befits our position.
Let's try talking about Sauvignon, since we now have that.
You wouldn't know if there is any Forest Sauvignon here in Barrackstadt, would you?
Absolutely.
When he says absolutely, he means, of course, absolutely none.
What we mean, of course, is that we are absolutely positive there is no Forest Sauvignon here in Barrackstadt.
Really? Are you sure? Because I read in a book that Barrackstadt possesses a number of
I hate how they
plants.
pronounce
I
like
wouldn't
every
mind getting a
time she
hold of
turns
some
around, she
if
pronounces
possible.
it differently.
Out
Yeah.
of the question, miss.
The assistant rector means
It's like the
to say
lady-
that our
Well, here in
priority is
Valadi
for
land.
you to remove your train from our station. Your research will have to wait until your next stop.
Yes, that's right. Your train must leave the station immediately, so please refrain from wasting our time in needless visitations.
Don't forget the regulations, miss. Don't forget them. Trains should first stop,
They always
then
bring that back up,
subsequently
too.
leave. And quickly.
God. It's
All
a
right.
train.
Here we are, busy
But the rules.
chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
Time for tea.
And thank you, gentlemen.
Let me move my mouse pad over so my mouse isn't going over that little hiccup on your desk. So yeah, we got nowhere with them really, other than they do have Sauvignon here, they just don't want to talk.
Did they introduce the cuckoos?
Well, they're the ones that say you can't get rid of them. So now I'm gonna go back outside in the episode, but now we go out here. I'm going to save. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh.
I have it out here.
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Bergstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
He's a nice fellow.
Aren't all lawyer buses?
Well, I'm going to save, and when we come back, we're going to keep Velati landing it up, or
Bergstadting.
Bergstadt, or whatever you want to call it up. So we'll see you next time.
See you there.